You always have this feeling that, is this really going to move anything?
So this is not about, how many social media posts and how many likes and how many comments and has it gone viral or not. We were never focused on that. It was what is the quality of what we are putting out there in the world and how is the world responding. And Udyamstree is a woman who chooses her path, beginning with financial independence.
It refers to enterprising aspirations, and Stree because it needed to have an identity which was of that gender.
Women are leaders in their own homes and they're never recognized as such. And leadership as a quality, not as a position.
Women comprise 50% of the population of this country, and the fact that out of all the recorded businesses in India, only 18% are women-led or women-owned is a statistic that we cannot be comfortable with. In a country where women have limited access to, education, access to many resources, entrepreneurship is something that can be made available to her as an opportunity, and we are focusing on it right now.
But we realized that being entrepreneurial actually has a great spin-off benefit. Women tend to employ more women.
We have the government taking a strong stand. We have philanthropists who are very interested. We have women who are waiting for a while. And we have industry bodies who've got particular structures, and somewhere it begins from the point of joint awareness. Therefore, a campaign became what was the next big logical step.
So the campaign began at the research stage, where we collated information and we reached out to a sample size survey of 1,200 women across more than 13 states of India during COVID as well as pre-COVID. This was collated and then it was released and launched at an event. Dissemination was done post that in known stakeholder groups. From there, we went into looking at what were the key insights that the landscape document was throwing out.
Through the landscape study, something that we understood is only 10% of women even knew that there are yojanas available for them, and only 1% got access to them.
Or that 43% of women reported to have said that they could choose the number of children that they wish to have after having financial independence, was such beautiful and rich points. To put them into something that could be meaningful was honestly the fundamental question. Some of the methods we employed to disseminate this information were done from two angles. The first of which was an experimental mode, and the second of which were very tried and tested methods.
So we worked with PTI, with Forbes, with Your Story. We looked at social media, amplified it on Twitter and LinkedIn and other platforms. More importantly, we looked at different means of channels, right? We looked at community radios in Rajasthan and Maharashtra, for example, to reach out to the actual beneficiaries or to the actual women at the end of the day. So it was truly integrated and worked really well.
We launched this comic book format of schemes and yojanas that are very relevant to women, and it was a very accessible booklet that told you exactly what yojanas or schemes are applicable to me and how do I sort of go about actually benefiting from them. What it kept telling us each time we received responses was that this is working.
From day one, it wasn't a traditional client-agency relationship. I think the team will tell you themselves that how deeply involved they were in the cause itself. And I think the Avian We Chase and the It'll Give kind of combination worked really well.
While Udyamstree has focused on entrepreneurship as a financial pathway for women, we have to understand that it's only one financial pathway out of many.
And I think the good thing that happened out of it is we were able to see the power of storytelling and how we could actually adopt it in other parts of our work as well.
Phase 2 of the campaign looks at employability, looks at the private sector angle as well as leadership. And I think that the key things that we would utilize from phase 1 into phase 2 would be the importance of storytelling and creative utilization of existing communication channels.
When we think of entrepreneurs, we think of people, men, women in glass buildings, running offices. It's not limited to that. A large number of women are in different parts of this country, running small businesses, making small profits in a way that we don't associate with entrepreneurship. Udyamstree seeks to bust the myth that your typical entrepreneur is this person. No, she can be anyone, and Udyamstree has given that a legitimate identity through its project.